Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Debacle, Hustle House Performance Automotive. Hey, I think we got 2 weeks left to work on this thing. We got like 2 months worth of work to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. If any of you have been following this, yeah, we got a long road to hoe, and we got to work on the toe pig and everything else. If you're new to the channel, this is a 1958 Hillman Husky. We are building for the Bleepin' Jeep Beast Wars 2025 entry. We were selected 1 out of 7 or 8 people to go. And we put a Hillman Husky on a Dodge Ram frame and Jeep drivetrain. So it's a hodgepodge, and we're about out of time. The garage is a mess. Ain't no time to be fancy. Ain't got no time to talk. We got to get going. You guys watched last week. You seen that we had some trouble with the drive shaft. Had the wrong joints, but we got the right joints. The good folks up at Fayette Welding hooked us up with a combination joint to fit the front rear end, fit the drive shaft, and fit the transfer case. They're all different. Everything's different. So
It all sucks.
yep, we should be good to go there. We got some new straps, and here lies the $250 bottle of Lucas, guaranteed to
wasn't me.
make it stop leak for the orbital valve. This thing has hydraulic steering, totally hydraulic. Doesn't have a steering box, steering gear, so everything works off an orbital valve, and that orbital valve leaks like a pig, let me tell you. We got a kit for it. We might tear and lat this week. That way when I destroy it and we need to source a brand new orbital valve, we'll have time for it to get here. Yeah, I believe that's lined up. Just ram that back up in there. I'll get that later. Oh, dog, your area stinks.
Daddy being mean to you. Did he say your area stink? Well, she has to release something.
Smells like crap.
Can't be holding it in. Right, girly?
All right, well, I checked 3 times to make sure I had all the tools I needed before I crawled down here. That means I don't have all the tools I need down here. Fight with this thing. Get it up in here. Oh, mercy sakes alive. Difficulties. Major difficulties. Oh, there we go. Felt something that time.
That didn't look too bad.
Oh, sweet mama, that joint fits like a glove.
Slap that smile right off your face.
Oh.
Oh, shut that off. You know how you feel after you throw like a big old hissy fit, you're all sleepy and tired, you know?
Yeah, like you just got it all out of your system. You feel great.
Man, I could go to sleep right now. I just threw fit because, well, the U-joint that I bought and had to wait for, well, it had like an 1/8 of an inch slop each way, back and forth. Chevelle would probably like to tell you more about it, by the looks of it.
You're giving Daddy kisses, huh?
Breath is not the finest.
Giving Daddy
smell, okay?
kisses.
It's not the finest. But a dentine, maybe some Rembrandt for you, okay? I had like an 1/8 of an inch gap both ways. This joint was back and forth in here, you know, when these little catches. So I just best thing I could come up with was I took the 2 clips that come with it for like an inside snap ring application, and I stuffed it in there, and it made the joint really super tight. So now I'm just going to put a tack on this cap to this little thing here, you know? So make it a permanent part of that. Hopefully it won't fall out of there. These things are pretty tough, but don't know how tough they're going to be once I heat it up. Probably not tough at all.
That's a great idea.
It's probably like number 3 on the list of things to fail at Windrock, you know, that put us clear out the competition.
That's a good job, honey. It looks great.
I can't wait to drive 8 hours to get down there just to unload it and load it back up the same day and come on back home. Dang it. Okay, nothing's easy, but I'm done crying. I'm going to weld this up now. Well, that's what that looks like. Destined for failure, everybody. Destined for failure. Huh.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Pretty sure I superheated that. It broke that right in half. So this is probably going to snap off. I don't know what else to do with it. I really, really don't. I really don't. All right, well, we'll just have to pretend that we're lucky, and that'll be okay.
What are you doing when you have to replace that, though?
Well, Leave that for the next guy. All right, well, against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and try to rebuild that orbital valve. We got a kit, fits Cub Cadet. I don't know what that fits off of. Probably ain't going to work. It's the right part number, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay, now that orbital valve, she's leaking pretty bad. That controls all the steering and whatnot. Original thought was, well, we didn't think it leaked that bad, but we thought, well, we just top it off a couple times a day and it'd be fine. Well, I don't know, man. What if we're wheeling for like 12 hours and it takes like 10 gallons to keep keep her going? I don't know.
You're going to have 5-gallon gas tank filled up with it.
So therein lies the gamble. Do we try to fix this thing and tear it apart? Springs fly everywhere. We can't get it back together. We have to get another one, take too long. Or do we just assume that it's not going to fail altogether on us, you know? We got the kit here. It's going to be a bear getting this thing off.
I was going to say you couldn't find anything else smaller to play with yet.
We got to jump into it. In case something goes wrong, we got the max amount of time to fix it, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's almost the same as what? The rear ends and stuff. We don't even know what it come off of. That's going to be hard to even track that down. We got to find a professional that knows what that is.
If this fails, then we'll have to get a new one. That's a total different one. It's got total different lines. It's got the mounts
$500 or
going to have to be
$600
changed.
worth.
Yeah, but what do? You get out in the woods and you used up your 2-gallon power steering fluid you took with you, and now you can't drive it because it won't steer. It's empty. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I don't think fluids are the part of the budget. So the other one is. Are you going over the budget, or are we staying in it still?
Well, the kit was, they're like $115, cheap ones. We found an old time one off of Cub Cadet for $65.
You offered the guy, yeah.
Yeah, I offered him 50. You offered
Counter
65,
offer.
and I was like, fine, whatever. You win. Okay.
Free shipping.
Yeah, we're gonna pull this off. I'll explain to you later. There's more than what meets the eye of getting that thing off of there. So all of it's my fault, obviously. All right, let me get after it. All right. Well, with any luck, we won't break anything or mix our lines up. Their locations. Hopefully, we can get her back together the way it belongs. Just when I thought all the fluid was already on the ground, there goes some more.
Better catch that in a bucket, mister.
Yeah, let's get a bucket. All right, well, off with the mower spindle. It doesn't come off far enough, so that's awesome. Probably gonna have to pull this steering column. Great. All right, steering column is held on by exhaust clamps. So get the top exhaust clamp off because it's easiest.
So I want to until the bolts inside.
Yeah. We'll move on to the miserable second lower one. All right. Feel bloody knuckles coming here. Unplug the key switch. And since that's like an oval, once I loosen the top one, the bottom one should come right out.
Hey, go on, love. Just rip it right out.
Quick disconnect. All right. There's the mower deck spindle thing we made.
Why does it look like it's ripped in half? Oh, okay.
Nifty, huh?
That's pretty cool.
And that should give us direct access to our orbital valve that's leaking
Profusively.
like a stuffed pig.
No.
Yep, and therein lies the fine threaded stuff that we totally screwed up. Might just force them off of there and probably strip them coming out, you know?
Love, that ain't helping.
No ma'am.
They're so tiny to begin with.
All right, let me see what I can't do. All right, man, did we get lucky there, sweet mama? Looks like these things formed their own threads and the whole thing didn't turn. Maybe the segments, somehow it's bolted together in there. Now, if we're able to whittle that thing up out of that little hole it's in, we might do okay.
So it's tired of being a leaker.
I think it is. But she's in there tight now, I'll tell you. Right now. Tell you that for sure, for certain. I hope I ain't got to rip this cooling system back apart.
I don't know how you get your big old freaking sausages up in there.
I might need to attack her from this angle. Oh, too blocked her now. Now what am I going to do?
Give her a little Yankee
Stuck in that hole. Maybe you could pull on that radiator hose out there for me, you know? There you go. Maybe a little bit more. What do you got? Show
I
me
got
what you
sharp edges is what I got.
Show me what you got, sweet mama. Okay. Hot dog. This is like a loose tooth now. It's just a matter of getting her out of there.
Good job, love. And you didn't smash my fingers.
Are you amazed that it came out of there?
Kinda, that easy, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right.
Now if they'll just go back together that easy.
It won't.
It'll impress me.
Yep. Okay. Let's go over here. All right. Well, here it is. Here's the monster we're working on. This is a Parker Hydra Guide orbital valve. Okay. Now Parker, from the little bit of research I did, I don't pretend to know anything about them, but a couple different names is the same. Parker and TRW. A lot of them share the same part number for the pieces. This is a Ross kit with the same part number as the Parker is calling for. So we're hoping like heck that this is the right stuff. All right. Now, one thing about these that I do know, the only thing I know about them, is these segments, like the little grooves in these segments, they have to go exactly the way that they came apart. So you got to make note of where those little dashes are, or else you'll be in big trouble. We're going to put her back together. We're hoping not to get it back that far. We're hoping maybe just to get this section here off, and hopefully the seal that's leaking is right here. Our segments seem to be welded together. So if we get this off of this, we should be fine. Okay. Looks like these through bolts have a square head on them up here to hold them. So how we got lucky the whole thing didn't turn when we were rethreading our bolts.
You do have a little luck.
Yeah, I do. But now with all that coming apart, we have to, I might run that baby back through this way. We have to try to keep these segments together. We don't want to get into that. I've seen that parts breakdown for this. So many doodads and whatnots in there. Springs, itty bitty little, no. The folks at Hustle House don't deserve to be touching anything like that, because
we have enough headaches.
It'll never work again if we do. So again, we're just going to try to take this segment off and hope for the best.
Jeez.
I just had a premonition of this thing hitting the ground, all the pieces going everywhere.
Like a cartoon.
The whole
Ding!
thing.
Springs
Every
and all.
little piece.
That's probably after you can't get it apart and you decide to throw it, huh?
No, I don't take fits like that. No, ma'am.
Since when?
Would it be awesome if this was like the easiest repair we've ever done here? You know, just pull this apart, jam a seal in. The parts will be right, and they're easy to put in, nothing breaks, nothing's wore. That's another thing.
It would, but you already said it ahead of time, so now it's probably not going to be.
Jinxed, but this thing could be wore out inside. Maybe new seals ain't going to do nothing for it. You know, this is a gamble, guys. This is a gamble, you know, and I'm not a gambler.
You got to know when to hold, when to hold.
I'm not. Okay, since I don't know what I'm doing, I think I'm going to try and, ooh, I just seen it come apart a little bit.
You better take it, duct tape it or something.
I'm going to mark this so I know which piece is the top here, so I don't screw nothing up. Okay, here we go, guys. My first orbital valve I've ever torn apart. What's in here?
Oh, no.
What's in there? Ooh.
Ain't none sprung out.
What's that? There's something there. Maybe I tore that thing up. See that? Mm-hmm. It's a little piece of metal. Wow.
Love.
Uncharted territory for me.
Looks like a daggone old-fashioned record.
I'm thinking this is our culprit, maybe. Maybe right here. You think? Ooh, look at that. That's a seal poking out of there. See that? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ooh. I think if we got this piece, honey, we'll have it fixed.
God will give you a blessing today, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah, see, that's a seal sandwiched in between two pieces of metal. That's what that is. There's no way we can duplicate that if we ain't got the right one. And I don't see anything in there that resembles it. Do you?
Oh, no. I do not. They're not going to have that at your local O'Reilly's AutoZone or anything.
Did we just fail again?
We didn't. The parts thingy did. Oh, honey, I won't be rigging anything in there if that's what you're thinking. Maybe that rubber piece comes off of that metal. Does it slide over it? I guess you can't tear it up any more than it already is, huh?
Maybe we do have the right seal. Maybe it's one of them in there. You know what would be amazing?
What?
So we paid like $65 plus shipping for that.
You only needed one?
And we need like a 13-cent little seal that we probably already got. What do you think? Don't give me that look.
Mister.
I know that I'm going to kill you look. I've seen it before.
So I'm not going to feed you look. Oh, that looks cool.
That is, does, cool, yes.
Oh, that looks so cool. I love it.
Headache?
Wow.
Maybe. All right, well, jubilance is over. I gets to thinking, yeah, that seal was sticking out there. But that thing just sits in there. What's that seal sealing against? Nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing here.
Not even to keep it in place.
Well, this little steering shaft will keep it centered, but what's holding the fluid out? Nothing. So we got to dig deeper. Hopefully something seals this part to the next part, or else we're just going to be leaking. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Maybe if I seen the parts break down, I'd understand better. But I want to lay these things out the way that they came apart, so as I don't mix them up. Okay, this thing has a ridge here. It looks like maybe a seal would fit in there and it would seal up against this, you know.
That thing's super cool. I love it.
I don't think it's going to work when we're done. I want to take this moment just to thank Dale again. Thanks, Dale. The Jeep that we tore apart. Thank you. Thank you again, Dale, for another debacle.
Do we have to give him a moment of silence?
I'm lost. I don't know. I don't see how anything that we're going to put in here is going to seal that thing. All right, Scooby-Doo mystery number 47 solved. Okay, they're calling this a face seal. So, in my expert opinion, I think it seals off the face instead of out here around the edges. So there's nothing out here that's supposed to help it seal, right? It's supposed to seal from face to face. And I think the O-ring in there is just to keep this thing, give it some give, some
A little tension.
tension to spread it, okay? So, the new face spring they gave us, it's got a spring in there. And they talk about an old style and a new style here, you know. Yeah, I don't understand it, but it's what it's talking about. But the problem with it is the hole in the middle is ginormous compared to the one we took out. The one we took out fits right around the shaft that goes down in there. This one, well, not so much. She's a flopper. She'll go all over the place in here, and that's probably not good. So what I come up with was maybe a little silly poo-poo in the middle, you know. Think that'll work, sweet mama?
I'd rather not answer that one.
I don't know if it's going to work. It's probably going to chew it all up and make everything leak, right?
I like the one on the outside of it better.
Well, we don't have one for the outside.
I know.
We ain't got none. We wanted to put an O-ring on the outside of this
Well,
thing.
show them what the old one does.
To keep it centered. The old one?
With the ring around it.
Kind of like
Show
this.
them what we like the best.
We
but we don't
like
have,
this.
We
We
don't
like
have that
this
option.
action right here, you know. But for this face seal, we wouldn't need that outside ring, you know, because the inside shaft's going to keep it centered.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we could duplicate that with this one, that'd be just Jim Dandy. But this thing's too fat. It won't fit around there. So if we had a thinner one of these, we put that on the outside, which we don't, so we can't. So,
Nope.
so that would try to keep it kind of centered.
But in all reality, there wasn't one in there when we first opened it, so.
There wasn't, but this thing, the shaft keeps it centered, just like that. Whereas this one, the shaft's not going to keep it centered. Just like that. Picking up what I'm laying down.
Yeah, but once it's tight and squished down, maybe it'll just stay in place.
I kind of disagree with that notion. It probably will not. It's going to flop.
Alrighty then.
But we'll give us 4 days in the woods.
That's all we need.
That's all we need, right?
Then she can leak all she wants. As soon as Weeping Jeep buys it.
Yeah. Matt, congratulations.
Matt would love to have it. It's a souvenir, buddy.
So that's my dilemma. I'm going to think about it for another 30 seconds, and I'm probably just going to slam it together with that O-ring in there.
Doing.
All right, everybody. This is what I come up with. The face seal they give us is a little too big on the inside. So I took me a little cap off of some Mopar limited slip differential additive fluid. Cut the top of it off and cut a D shape in it. So this will keep this thing centered. Had to be careful to keep the thickness of the white thing I cut thinner than the face seal, or else it wouldn't collapse it, you know. It wouldn't compress it and make it work. And this thing here will fit over top of that, I think. Yeah, in some other dimension it might. But yeah, it's going to fit in here like that. And this is going to fit inside of that. And that's going to all work together. It's going to keep this thing centered. That's what I'm after. And I think we're good. I'm really confident that this will fix it, honey.
5 minutes later.
I'd say we fixed it.
You're so calm, honey. Ugh. I'd say it's cooked.
It's $500, you know. Did you ever hear the term, can't you get the hint, you know? We've been getting lots of hints.
That or here's your sign.
I don't think it's supposed to happen. So, but I'm an idiot, so I'll just keep on working on it and keep throwing money at it. Well, I think what we got here is a failure to hold the pressure, you know. She just couldn't take the demand, you know what I'm saying?
I would say not. So it's probably good it happened here and not out there.
Yep, just couldn't take the heat. So, where's that leave us? I don't know. Put this back in, so it'll do the same thing. Well, my headache is about as big as this garage right now. You can probably see it throbbing under my hat.
I may see a vein pop or two.
Hey, that face seal, whatever they call it, blowed clean to pieces, okay?
Shredded.
The other seal that was the other face seal, well, we put it back in. It was blowed out too, but we just jammed the seal back. Jammed her back in there, you know. What I'm thinking is going on is somewhere it's overpressure in this is not a PSC part. This is something off tow motor or backhoe or something. PSC's got this super cool pump that I'm thinking is just too much for that orbital valve. And there probably should be in the system somewhere some kind of a pressure bypass. And I don't see anything like that on here anywhere. I think it just comes up when it gets too extreme, like clear to the right or clear to the left, or if it
When you're maxed out?
If it overpressures in any way for any reason, there's no way to bleed the pressure off. It's just going to blow all the seals out of it.
So what's going to happen when you're climbing a rock and the tires are against pressure and...
It'll probably blow it apart just like it did. So we're probably going to be headed for the liquor store later, you know, after they close, try to get some money to buy a new orbital valve. And if and when it does come in on time, it'll drain every last minute we got left to work on it. So we knew some things were not going to get finished. Now there's going to be a lot of things that's not getting finished. So I'm so tired of this. Yeah, you guys, I know you guys are sick of looking at it. You're sick of seeing the same thumbnails with this stupid thing on it. I'm sick of looking at this thing too. So
it'll be great one day.
It's like Christmas, you know. You got to go buy stuff. You ain't got no money. You got to keep buying. But someday Christmas is going to come and it will be over. So Windrock's going to come and it's going to go, and then it'll be over, and none of us will have to look at this thing ever again.
Yeah, Matt's going to buy it and we'll never see it again. It'll be in Tennessee. Because he's a great guy.
Please come and get this stinking thing.
His wife will love this one.
Mm-hmm. But no, I'm just venting, guys.
I'm the serious one tonight.
Yeah, we got it back together. We fired it up. There's absolutely no leaks. Okay, if this would have happened before it blew all to pieces, we'd have been jubilant right now. You know, we steered it back and forth. Everything was fine. Everything looks good right now.
It was too easy. I didn't like it.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust it.
I've seen it blow apart everywhere, and I can see it doing it again. Because
it was like an angry waterfall.
Yeah, there's no way to bypass the pressure. So I'm going to get on PSC's website tonight and look around and do some research. This is my first orbital valve vehicle other than backhoes and stuff.
Hope to God it'll be our last.
And they never gave me any problems on equipment, so I just trust them.
So maybe we can borrow from the backhoe outside?
maybe.
Maybe.
I got one word for y'all. Dale.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dale. If that gets replaced, there's less pieces of Dale, so I'll feel better, you know. Let's go home, sweet mama.
You ain't got to talk to me twice.
Hey everybody, you asked for it, here it is. A big old load of Husky House Performance Automotive merch. Sweet mama's been searching high and low for vendors worthy to carry the name of Husky House Performance Automotive. Hey, we got it all right here. I told you, we loaded her up. We got a koozie with the little chubby puppy. Oh, look at the little girlie. Oh, Belvedere's loves it. Look at her. Hey, we got air fresheners. I can smell them from here. They ain't the biggest, but boy, they pack a punch. We got the YouTube certified Husky House Performance Automotive. We do it nice because we do it twice air fresheners. Dingle dangle right off your rear view. The other side's a little messed up because that was the first attempt. You know, we did her nice the second time though. Hey, we got decals from big to great big to ginormous. Okay, Husky House Performance Automotive license plates. Bolt her right on your Cherokee, you know, or your Bronco or whatever. And, you know, you put them on your toolbox, or if you make a mess on the floor, you can sweep it up and, you
Got
know.
multi-purposes.
Hey, we got t-shirts. We got them from adult small through adult 3X. They are all black heather, and they are all very soft and comfy. So
Oh, yeah.
try not to fall asleep wearing them because it feels like you got a cloud on your back. So there you have it. You asked for it, we delivered. Go get you some at www.buyhustlestuff.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, another day, another dozen debacle. It's plural for debacle, right? I tell you what, I left here in a bad way here the other night, but we spent 2 days off camera catching up because that orbital valve, it's going to set us back a little bit. Well, me and Sammy started off with full drive shifter first because, well, it's what we want to do the least, you know, hurry up and get that thing out of the way. Sammy puts together a battery hold down. Something else I was sidestepping for quite a while because I just didn't know what to do. But Sam figured it out in about 5 seconds, so thanks, Sammy. For the transcoiler, we had a fitting leaking right here coming down out of here. Sweet mama tore that all apart and tightened her all up. No more leaks, thank you, sweet mama.
Welcome, baby cakes.
We wired up some dome lights and we wired up some cigarette lighters, not for the cigarettes, everybody. Sam smokes an electronic cigarette, so we don't need that. We got it for the power outlet for the devices because we use devices. We mounted this up a big old 4x4 jack for whenever the wheels fall off of this thing, and we get her stuck in the ditch, we can get her jacked out. We replaced the Heim joints. We ordered some Heims from the good guys over at Barnes 4-wheel drive. The Heims were completely wore out on Dale, so we fixed them up right quick and in a hurry. While we were up front, we put some chains on to limit the travel on the front end so the coil springs don't come shooting out through the forest that people. We put on some rear shocks that our buddy Adrian gave us. He donated those to the channel. Thanks, Adrian. Sambo provided us some upper shock mounts. One was a factory job and one was a homemade job he whipped up out of the burn pile over there. So good job, Sammy, again. Sweet mama whipped up some just Jim Dandy door panels for this thing so we can put the tater chips and stuff down in here. You know, when we're wheeling, it's be like a convenience store in here. Slim Jims, you know,
fun bags,
Powerades, marshmallow rabbits, whatever.
The necessary needs.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It'll all be in here. Good job, sweet mama.
Thanks, love.
And she put us in a first aid kit down here, all bolted down, nice and nifty. And you just open it up, and while you're bleeding everywhere, and it's got all the necessities in there.
Oh yeah.
For when you poke your eye with a stick, even you can wipe your eyes out, you know. And she bolted in all the seat belts. We've got shoulder belts, a full 5-point harness over on that side, and we ran out of donated stuff, so we just got a lap belt on this side. So hold on tight, whoever's in the passenger seat. Guys in the back,
We'll be jumping out so much we probably won't even care.
sorry about your luck. You know, if you're in the back, you ain't got no seat belts, but it's so small in there, you're shoulder to shoulder, and you're pretty much jammed in there to where you can't move no matter what. So good job again, sweet mama.
Thanks.
We ordered us up some wheel spacers, both front and back, to get rid of the Dale era 3 stack of flat washers that was spacing the front wheels out. We put a solid 1/2 inch spacer in the front wheels, and we put a 2-inch spacer in the back wheels so the back wheels match the front and give us a little bit more clearance here. Okay.
It looks smexy.
Yeah. If we have enough clearance is yet to be determined. We're about to take her out in the woods here in the next couple of days, and we're going to try to put her on a bond and see if we can't tear paint off quarter panels.
What?
And while we were messing with the wheel spacers, we adjusted the back brakes up. Well, because the brake pedal goes clear to the floor. We did adjust them up. It took quite a bit of adjustment to adjust them, but the adjustment did nothing for the brake pedal because it didn't adjust the brake pedal at all. It still goes clear to the floor. It does stop, but if we're coming down a canyon, you know, we don't want to be, we want better brakes.
Nose diving.
Yeah. And to wrap up the last couple of days, Sweet Mama put us a couple little lens covers here to cover up the holes. There's no lights in there, but there's
It's better than a couple holes.
Yep. And that's pretty much what we did the last 2 days, guys. Pretty much a cool-off period because I was pretty irate about the whole thing. So.
The waterfall over there?
Mm-hmm. But that brings us to today. While we were working on stuff the last 2 days, the good folks at UPS or FedEx or somebody was delivering us a new orbital valve for this thing. We did jumpstart the removal process. We had to take some fittings out, and I had to make sure that I had the right fittings to put the new one in before the fitting place closed. And we did make it to the fitting place, and we got the fittings we needed. So we can get this thing fitting in here right now. All right, well, this is the aforementioned orbital valve we got. We got this offline. It's a Zyhide steering control unit. I hope it's what we need, you know, because I know nothing about them. It's a hydraulic steering unit. I don't know. Hope it fits. But turns out we got lucky because I think the bolt centers are pretty much the same as what we got. So hopefully we ain't got to get in there and chop all of our mounting brackets for the orbital valve out and weld this in. Hopefully it'll bolt right in. As far as I can tell, it's a pretty good possibility. Well, it turns out we held this thing up there where it goes, and it looks like that if we bolt this to the original mount and we bolt this on there, this ends up about the same place where the one is that's on it already. It's about the same length. Everything's right, except we have a round shaft here, and ours is D-shaped. We used an original Jeep setup, and we just cut it to what we needed, and this slid right on the orbital valve. Okay, now this orbital valve is just round, but it seems to be the same diameter as the Jeep thing you do. So I think if we cut two little like slices here, you know, and make us this shape, it's already the right diameter is what I'm getting at. And this should slide on there, and we'll have a slip joint. What wasn't the same was we've got four, I think these are number 6s, number 4, I don't know. It's this size, and this fits 2 of our hoses, but 2 of them were bigger, this size. So we went down, took a ride down to Connersville to National Hydraulics, and they fixed us up with fittings that are the same, and they're the same. You know, these were too small, so this mill end had to be bigger. So we're fixed up with the fittings is what I'm getting at, and it was pretty easy. So this might be just a pretty easy deal. What do you think, Sammy? Think we can knock her out? Okay, well, we're going to try to knock it out here today. The only problem we might run into is I don't think that these ports are on the same locations as the other ones, meaning, you know, they're not the same. So the hoses, if you mess with hydraulic hoses, they don't like to bend or anything, you know. They're pretty much set the way they are. So if we get lucky and we can bolt them on without having to have any hoses made, it's going to be a direct bolt in. So it is.
Sounds like a super tight spot.
It's not too bad. Once the other hoses get on there, then it's an issue. You want to start with the back hoses first when you're putting them on, and then work up here.
I would totally hit all that.
I already did
side.
once.
Did you?
Yeah, my knuckle already smacked it. Didn't do anything major, but I already hit it.
Well, while Sambo slices over here ripping that thing apart, what's left of it, I think I'm going to try my hand at whittling this thing down with the wafer wheel to try to make a double D. I think they call it a double D shape.
Oh, man.
Yep, see? D and D.
If that messes up, it's going to be just like that song.
Yeah, well.
They don't mean Dallas. It's going to be like...
Yeah, it's going to the big D.
Yeah.
Oh, Is that a hint? I better not mess it up, I guess.
No.
Okay. All right.
You wouldn't get that kind of good luck.
Hint taken.
Oh, love cake.
Got to get the optimal angle here. I got to be able to look down on her. You know?
Oh, this is a bad idea.
I think it is.
Way to shine it up, baby.
Look at that. All right, moment of truth, moment of truth.
Oh, honey, that's freaking tight and perfect. He's a round of applause, huh? Dag, go on.
That was easy.
That was dangerous. Did you get her?
No, wrench is too thick. I gotta get it like that.
Ain't nothing works in this garage.
All right, Sammy boy, poor old there, Sammy boy. She's tighter than 2 coats of paint, by golly. You gotta hold your tongue just right, Sambo. Isn't it glorious?
What a witch.
What a heartbreaker. What an ambush. I know how to hold my
You
tongue
ain't getting no
just right.
Slim Jims. I know that's what you want.
You're basically through. There you go.
Yep, I want some skin off my thumb, but that's okay. You know, it's worth it to go out in the woods, drive in the mud. There it is, guys.
The troublemaker.
The object of my disdain. It's right here in my hands. What's the chances that this is the same bolt pattern? Might be pretty good. Might be pretty good. I figure I probably need to cut this a little bit. Look at all the room we got now, sweet mama.
You're like Hacksaw Jim, or what do they call it? Dan Duggan?
Yep.
Honey, that's going to be like super sharp. That's going to hurt.
I ain't scared of that.
Why don't you cut the bottom part off? That little piece right there?
I've been chopping the hose in half.
Nah.
You know the wood. You know the wood. Ah, fingers. Does that fit?
Yeah, we just need bolts that's gonna screw in now.
Okay. Wonder if we ought to put some lock washers on these.
You got to dig in that pan. What'd you do, Richard?
Self-lubricating.
You're no help.
Daddy didn't mean it. Chevelle. Let me guess, she's over at her bed already. She is, you lazy dog. Ain't even. What a butt. No. Is someone getting sleepy? Is the baby getting sleepy? Huh?
All right, this might be a two-man job here.
Holding it in place.
Yeah, might need a little hand there, Sambo.
Coming in.
Coming in. She needs to go up.
That's short.
You might be able to snag one.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
Lift her up a hair. Lift her up another hair. What am I seeing here? What's going on? Oh no. It's not going right for me. This sure would have been easier if there was 4 studs in there instead of 4 bolts.
Yeah.
Can you pick it up some?
I can't tell if it's flat or not. I'm hitting everything in there.
Okay, turn it.
Ow.
It needs twisted.
I see that. Hold on.
Just a hair.
So sharp.
There you go. Too much. Too many hairs. Back. Or maybe straight up just a scotch.
Y'all got some big hands.
I can't see nothing. Just not even a half a bolt hole needs to go up.
Not
I
working?
wonder if I can get this thing stuck in there. Ah, dang it. It needs to go up.
It's dropping and I can't do anything about it. My fingers.
It's not lining up. It needs lifted up.
What'd
Hold
you
on.
do?
No, it needs to come back up again.
Maybe if you can twist it to one side or the other, I can get one. Hold on, let me have it a second.
Wow, it's like a bunch of sardines in a little tiny can, honey.
This thing here is
Don't rip it off.
but
Don't rip it off.
it needs to go up. It needs to go up and turn that way, just like that. If we can just get one bolt started. I don't know why it's so hard to start. You know, brand new bolt, brand new threads.
Oh my. You've been abused.
Ow! This thing, what is this thing? Pokey's sticking out.
Oh, it's like a bald tire.
Yeah, got the cords hanging right out of it.
You're on.
Hot dog!
Wow, that was pretty dang
Sammy.
easy.
I don't know, guys. This might not be happening.
It's really freaking close, ain't it?
I don't know, for one, it's too many Indians, not enough chiefs. You know? Too much real estate there.
That's bad.
That's bad. Well, I know that's the tough one, but we probably ought to put the back one on first.
I was gonna say, I think your back ones was the ones you had to go for first.
Okay, that'd be this one.
Is that set up the same way as the one we took off?
Is that a trick question?
I can't tell if that's a T or a P on
Are you doing braille on us?
Yeah. I can't tell if that's a T or a P.
I can see it from here. This is a P up front.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, that one is the left. It's got an L down here on the valve, and I think this one goes over here, and my thought is this would push this one that way. That should make it go left. So, unless I'm thinking sideways, that should be right. Now this one should be the R, and it should go in there no problem. We might be even able to come around the back side of this thing. Would that make it more relaxed, you think?
I can possibly come
Do you think we need to duck that one, or? I don't want to push it and smash your hands up, but I want to push it really bad, though. Ah, you got her. You got her. I knew you'd get her. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that back one up, since it's just Jim Dandy. And that way, if we do get a home run with that one, this will already be done.
That's not cross-bearing, is it?
Sammy's getting used to
Now
you
you
already.
asked me. After the knuckles is cracked 3 times, and the
Yeah.
sweat's coming off my brow.
Right there, I can't tell if that's straight or not.
It don't look straight. It looks cockeyed.
Well,
Love!
I get her tight, it'll be straight, whether it's tight or not, you know?
That's a lot of importance right there.
Tell me what to do. How's that? Okay, now comes the one that's going to just run the whole project for us.
You'll take them all back out and
Take them all
do
back
something
off
fancy
and do
with it
something else.
in
What's
order to
gonna
get it work.
I'll lift the engine first.
Oh yeah. You almost thought it was pretty easy, didn't you?
That's pretty major right there. Pretty major. That's like Lee majors. Yeah, $6 million man major. Sammy Bo. Tighten her up for the last time. Hey guys, we got super lucky. We got Royal King right before they closed. And we got us a little 90-degree fitting right there. It just was a lifesaver to us. Got plenty of room there. Hopefully the engine don't rock enough for them fittings to collide with each other and bust them both in half and leave us stranded. I think we'll be all right. Well, you know we'd be out of the power steering fluid, right? So Mama went to the Walmart Mall of America and got us some more.
The cheapest stuff I could find.
Yeah, there's a procedure on how to get the air out of this thing. We totally ignore that.
Ready? Got the terminal.
Bang! 2 turns lock the lock. There's so much fluid everywhere, you never know if it's leaking.
There you go, faster turn.
You're saying she's smooth.
Sammy, what do you got here? It's not cold, but it ain't warm. I got about 35 pound of pressure, idle. Sammy out of gas as usual. Charge it. 4-wheel drive works. How's the steering?
A little odd, but it's strong. It feels good. It seems to turn a lot faster passenger than it does driver. But it doesn't feel like it's loose.
Sounds like we got a ball joint squealing for mercy up here. Just gonna have to squeal, buddy. It'll be fine. Well, that's that.
You look like a dirt ball.
I've run my cleanest dirty clothes today. So,
Very well rewarding, huh?
yeah, we knew we was going to take a bath in that both brake fluid and power steering fluid. We got that orbital valve on there. It was just a cheapo eBay deal. It practically bolted right on. We had to go get a 90-degree fitting from the Royal King, which they had in stock.
You're getting impressed with them more and more every day.
I am. Like the last 2 times we got stuff, but yeah, it works fine, and it's a lot quicker than the last one. So it's like 1 turn and a half, 2 turns. It's faster, and it don't leak. It don't leak, and I feel a little more confident, you know. But yeah, there's probably 3 gallon of fluid right there.
Yeah,
Got it cleaned up as best we can. I've got another 2 gallon of fluid in my hair. Hey, our buddies might be bringing us a big old surprise tomorrow, so don't click off right now. We're going to go home, but we'll be back in 1 second, okay?
Look at you riding in clean, classic style.
Look what our buddy Hot Rod Jim dropped off to us. Sweet mama.
Brings a tear to your eye, don't it?
It does, yeah, and tetanus to my veins. It's a 1970 Scotty Cerro
Guacamole, gotcha.
Gaucho. It's a Gaucho. Chevelle just loves it. Okay, she wants to go in there and
Smell
there's
around.
probably something in there that she can chase.
Charlie. Oh my.
Oh, look at her. Put her
Lots of smells.
little bag of goody num-nums up there. Little water bottle there. She's out of here. She's had enough. Yeah, guys.
She's like, it's gonna be my puppy house.
You have to comment below. What do you think? Maybe we should restore this thing, or should we just like drag it around behind the Datsun? You know, just the way it is.
Make it a merch little camper, or
Yep.
the puppy's doghouse when we go out of town, or what?
Put like a gallon bottle of methylate in there for when you get a splinter. Yeah, one of these all my life, and my buddy Jim was like, "Hey man, I got one. You can have it," and he even brought it to us. So, what better buddy could you have? You know, than to bring you a 1970 Scotty Gaucho.
Come on, Vanna White, show us. Come on, Sammy. Look at the curves. Look at the splendor.
Yeah.
Look at the loveliness. Don't look at that. That looks wonderful.
What dent? I don't see no dent.
Exactly, that's what I said.
That's where we'll put the roof rack.
Exactly.
The roof, well, you know,
Needs a little designing.
it's got some roof stuff happening. Looks like a coffee pot thing. A pair of gloves. Curtains. Look at the curtains. Huh?
They're immaculate.
Curtains are nice.
Totally gonna clean them and put a little bit of game pods in them.
It's got a refrigerator. Looks like brand new. You know?
Nice.
Like a brand new fridge in there. I just seen a spider take off across there.
If it was big, fat, and brown, that was the one I was talking about.
Good looking.
Oh, look. Well, I got a little bit of a drip. That's not bad. We can fix it.
I dig it, man. Listen, I wanted one of these all my life. Since I was a little kid, I wanted one of these little teardrop Scotties. And I don't care what shape it's in. I love it. Okay? Me and Sweet Mama's going to have to sell a kidney or a liver and to buy hubcaps and light covers. But the rest of it's like brand new, so.
That'd be perfect.
All right, well, we just wet the brakes for no reason because it didn't do anything. Pedal still goes to the floor. And it rained all day. We just want to go try it out, you know, but Sweet Mama didn't want to get dirty, okay, muddy and stuff.
You're really gonna blame me for that?
So we need to find something we can climb up on to see if we have clearance problems or not. So I'm going to do that right now. Think we got a machine, do we?
We got a machine.
All right, Tim. Clearances all look pretty good. Coil springs are kind of floppy and making noise, but we have to live with that. I don't know, buddy. brake pedal's still a little soft, isn't it? She's hitting the firewall, but it'll put you through it too, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
All right, we're in here. We'll see what else we can get into.
Well, forward drive works. It works very good.
It does work. A little noisy, but it works.
The first time shuts off whenever you take it out. There it is.
It's got all the features. All right, here we go.
Caught you in the act again.
Another activity here. All right, here's my thing. We've got this radiator up in there, you know, where it ain't supposed to be. And we're gonna try to give her some more airflow because, let's just face it, it's gonna heat up, it's gonna get hot. And so people don't make fun of us, I wanna look like we did everything we could, you know, to avoid it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this magnificent hood about 9 or 10 inches up here.
Ah.
And I'm gonna put 2 sections of that stuff in there that simulates like old school hot rod louvers, vent louvers for your hood. The whole theme of this is like if you built this back in the 60s or something, you know. So we're gonna simulate some rather expensive louvers. I'm just gonna chop this hood up and just weld them in, and Sweet Mom's gonna fog them with some red, and we're gonna call her good. We're gonna move on. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
That sounds easy.
Mm-hmm.
That looks lovely.
It's getting there.
Only so many more to go.
Well, what do you think of that, Sweet Mama?
Oh, that's amazing, honey.
It looks like 10 miles of bad road to me, but
That looks lovely.
once we get her welded in there and Sweet Mama does the Tri-County Spray Can Champion of the World spray job on there, I think it's gonna look really good. We're not gonna get too crazy with it. We're just going to leave us a little ledge here underneath this and cut her a little long, and then we're gonna set this on top and just spottle around. And yeah, Sweet Mama's gonna fog it in and we're gonna call it good. And then, here's the trick of the whole thing. We're gonna put us some foam underneath here, say a strip here, that's gonna seal the hood to the firewall so that none of the heat from the engine comes up in, you know what I mean? Like that. So that's the best chance we got at making it work.
That sounds like a lot of rocket science issues.
Let me get after it.
I knew it wasn't gonna fall off. You did all that hard work just to undo it again.
Broke my heart to cut that, guys. It really, really did.
Well, we keep that in case you want to weld that back on later. Well, that was easy. Like as if it never mattered to you.
Don't know. Don't need that where we're going. This we're up here, you know, if I cut her down like that, maybe that'd fit in there if I cut it, you know. Afterwards, later, maybe.
Way to go, that looks great.
Gotcha.
Is that helping better?
I can fit in there, it's just, it takes way more.
Effort.
Oh. But it's working. The fender.
You gotta reach in from the Connex.
There you go.
Hot dog!
But hey, if it gets in there,
It's my kind of move right there, buddy. I dig it. I dig it.
we'll see.
Oh, that looks like it's gonna hurt if he misses.
Uh-oh. I think I found the hole.
What a mistake.
Oh, apparently it's screwed into something.
Hey, winter chicken dinner. I dig it. Okay, what we got here is we're all mocked up, and I'm just ready to put 39, 70 billion little tacks around here, and we're going to scuff pad it. Sweet Mama's going to spray it. Well, I'm probably going to have to do something with this I'm gonna have to do something to support
Cross
the back.
bracket.
Something, but I can't impede the airflow, you know, so it's gonna take some engineering. Sammy did a swell job. Look at the little patch of poo-poo up in there. I mean, he shut her down. Ain't going to be no waterfalls going down Sweet Mama's ankles over shoes, you know. Thank you, Sammy.
I think black mire had been a little easier. Yeah,
Sound deadener.
just like mud.
Old dead plates can eat his heart out. We got some plates too. You see? Where did I fix it?
I don't know.
You know,
I'm
where
still
did
looking. I'm still trying to find
Where
it.
did I even cut it at? I can't even tell. All right, well, that's what that looks like. Looked better in my head, but I think it'll suffice.
That looks pretty good, honey.
Yep, we're going to put it up in there. I don't even think I'm going to put a support in it. I think I'm going to put a hood pin in the back with probably a little piece of rubber in there to hold the back up, because the sides kind of swedge into the fender. Is that the right word? Swedge? Wedge? They go in there.
Goes
This will
flush.
hold it down. It'll be a little bit like this, but I think it'd be just Jim Dandy without the cross member, because the cross member kind of plugged all this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just too big. And we're
That's
going to try it
ugly.
without it. We're going to try it on there right now, see how it looks. If it's too janky, then we'll consider it, but I think it's going to be fine.
I'm ready.
We'll try her out. Ah, sharp edges. Ouch. Yep. Look at her from back here, Sammy. Put a little stand, kickstand in the middle. We got lots of air going in there. Lots coming in from the top, and we'll have a big foam seal coming across here, separating the hot side from the cold. Remember the McDLT? Anybody remember? The hot side hot and the cool side cool? Yep. 12 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I remember.
You watch too much TV.
I remember. Ooh. Oh my, this is not going to turn out good for me. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to get my face up out of here. I'll tell you that. Ah, my back.
Jeez, honey. Abusive.
Oh, where went the hood pin flying? Okay, no idea what I just drilled through, but I'll just
Can't be that bad, right?
ask for forgiveness later, you know?
Bubble gum
Forget
it.
about permission, just straight for forgiveness.
And
All right,
without
hopefully the
it,
wires ain't all wound up down there, burnt and stuff. Probably ripping all kind of wires and hoses and everything off down here that are barely connected. Nothing will work. All right, look at the louver extravaganza we got going on up here. Hot dog, and we got some cow air induction coming underneath it. Now you can't see it very well, but now Sweet Mama's got to put a couple coats of Splendor on there, and we've got to come up with something to fill the gap in there, about a foot deep down in there. We've got to stack up some foam to separate the hot from the cold. But yeah, that's what we come up with there, and she is looking Jim Dandy. Daggone, Sweet Mama.
Good job, honey. It looks good.
By crikey, what have we here, ladies and gentlemen?
Did you figure out how to use the camera, love?
We have the tri-state rattle can champion of the world in her natural habitat.
Yeah. I'm not in my underwear, honey.
Scuffing her down. Going to paint her up. By golly. By golly. Mario Picasso would be proud of that one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
A little bit of itty bitty paint left over in that can.
Can I rip the paper off like right now? Can I tear it
Yeah,
off?
if you tear it that way. Wow.
My favorite part. Look at it. Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet mama, there's cold dirt and everything on the rest of it. It'll clean up. It'll look just Jim Dandy. It'll look just the same.
You're so laid back and relaxed
sorry.
with this project, honey. You're so comfy. It's
My
just
bad.
unreal.
My bad.
It's nice. He don't give a crap.
Here we go. With the gingerbread and the sweet frost.
Oh, way to smack it in place.
I love it when a plan comes together.
If I stand all the way back here, I can't tell half of it.
I wish we had more time to take with it because it would have looked pretty good if we'd have, but it's good enough for where we're going. Right, sweet mama?
I think so.
Me too.
Weighing out to impress. It ain't a car show. It's a let's get down to dirt. and
We're destined for victory here, okay? No, we'll be lucky to just even make it there in one piece.
What?
Yep. Well, listen, guys, we're all like strung out like a wrung out dish rag, Just all the energy's going out of all of us.
Feel kind of high with all that painting going on.
Oh, there's a lot of painting going on. It's got my eyeballs doing some of this, But hey, what do you think? Sorry we didn't get to film everything we did, but man, we made some progress. We still got some windows, hopefully, to put in it. If not, who cares? We've got some, what's the other thing? Oh, the inner fenders. We want to get them in there so that the tires don't throw the mud up on the radiator and plug it up and make it overheat. And we got to build a little foam divider, separator thing in there yet, out of foam.
Insulation kind of
Yeah,
deal?
the neighbor's going to be missing this, like his cushion on his recliner might be.
I'm not
missing.
doing it this time.
I don't know what else needs done, Sambo. You?
Mine's not working right now.
The mind, yeah. Yeah, too many errors,
It's
guys.
real late, but this is probably the most I've seen us get done in a long time.
Yeah.
Just from not recording.
Yep.
How about that new member we got? Katie Leonard or Ed Leonard, I don't know which one, but it's an accountant. That's pretty awesome.
No, it is pretty awesome.
To become a member, that was super cool.
Hey, one more thing, guys. If you're in the area, the Mount Pleasant Car Show is still going on till snow flies, or till Mount Pleasant freezes over.
Yeah, the weather doesn't permit it.
Yeah, I guess they're going to just keep it going. So if you're in the car shows and you're hardcore, like Ken and the boys are,
5 to 9 at the Mount Pleasant Pizza Hut.
yep, all you can eat buffets want to be fired up.
DJ.
Yep, DJ. So check them out if you get a chance. But that being said, I think we're going to sign her out right here. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Sam's, he told me to say that because I'm kidding. We got to go, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
I guess we could go over this list. We did cross a lot of stuff off and a lot of stuff we didn't cross off. But
There's a lot we added to it that wasn't even on that.
yeah, more decals. Where'd that come from?
We had to order those. Remember? Stop jumping. We got to put them back.
Limiters, Titan coil springs. We did all that.
No.
Rear shocks, by golly. Inner fenders, not so much.
Love cakes. You got to get in there deep. Scratch it hard.
Yeah,
Get
steering
rid of that,
joints,
baby.
drive
There you
shafts,
go. Right? Get rid of that.
rock sliders. That's going to be a tough one, man. We might not make her.
We'll slide across some rocks somehow.
Yep. Inner fenders got to be done. Nut and bolts got to be done. Windows, man, we sure hope we can get that done.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's going to be like bad weather down there. Maybe rainy and crappy. Man, we got no windshield wipers.
Battery hold down, same we did that.
Oh.
Skid plate is totally necessary, so we're going to ignore that totally. Four-wheel drive selector, that's done. Jack's done. Horns, we still ain't found a place to put them yet. Cut out the hood and rear hold down, that's done. That's the whole list, sweet mama.
Nah, it's not the little baby stuff. We're almost done.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you forget rob a bank?
Rob a bank, well, that's on the other list. We got a list that nobody's allowed to see except us.
Okay.
So, yep.
That's a lot.